8th, coming to you from Meadow Mill. I'm Amanda, and this is Alan. You can join us here every Tuesday at 12:30 for your weekly news roundup and a discussion of current events. Please feel free to comment and ask us questions in the field below. Alan, did you have a good Thanksgiving?
Yeah, it was great. How about yours?
It was good. I had some crab cakes.
No turkey?
No, I didn't eat any turkey, but it was
Very
so
Baltimore
delicious.
Thanksgiving.
Yes, I thought so. I was pretty proud of myself.
Very.
And I had some really good drinks. I had jalapeno mule, and it was so delicious.
Okay.
That's going to be my new drink forever.
Say it again?
Jalapeno mule.
Okay.
Why did I have to say that again? Okay.
Hear it again.
Okay, so you had a great Thanksgiving. Did you do shopping on Black Friday?
No, I was just recovering.
Yeah, okay. And did you do anything yesterday for Cyber Monday?
Not a single thing.
All right, well, today's your chance
All
because
right.
now it is Giving Tuesday. So you can stop buying and start giving.
That's right. Giving Tuesday is celebrated on the Tuesday following Thanksgiving. It's been observed for the past 6 years, and it's a global day of giving that kicks off the charitable season. Some of the local organizations that participate include Baltimore Hunger Project, Creative Alliance, House of Ruth Maryland, and dozens more. Also, Baltimore Humane Society is among the participants. Donors of $50 or more will receive party favors, their choice of a stuffed animal, a kitten, or a puppy lunch bag. Monthly donors of $25 or more will receive all three favors, plus a 90th birthday commemorative T-shirt. The Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation and Facebook will match every donation up to $1,000 per donation and $50,000 in total today. For information, go to bemorehumane.org/Giving Tuesday. Additionally, the Associated has more than 150 volunteers working in hopes of raising hundreds of thousands of dollars for the Baltimore community. The group will participate in a phone-a-thon at the Park Heights JCC, calling on community members to participate. Since Giving Tuesday was introduced, the Associated has been one of the nation's leading nonprofits and for several years raised more than any other nonprofit in the nation. For more information, go to associated.org/Giving Tuesday or givingtuesday.org to find an organization near you to help.
All right, so yeah, give. Be good, and get some good karma.
Right.
We have several local news items today, which is nice and good for a change. So what's going on with House of Cards?
Well, House of Cards production company, Media Rights Capital, told crew members in an email on Sunday that the show will remain on hiatus for the next 2 weeks. It is investigating allegations of sexual misconduct against Kevin Spacey, the star and executive producer of the Netflix hit. These past 2 months have tested and tried us all in ways none of us could have foreseen, wrote Pauline Maselli, MRC's Senior Vice President of Business and Legal Affairs for television. Staffers will continue to be paid during the hiatus, according to the email. The show's writers and a small group of office and accounting staff are working in the production office. Other cast and union members who aren't actively working will be paid according to union guidelines.
Good thing they had that union.
Yep. Production on the sixth and final season of House of Cards was halted after Spacey was first accused of sexual misconduct in October. The actor, Anthony Rapp, told BuzzFeed that Spacey made unwanted sexual advances toward him in 1986 when Rapp was 14. CNN Money later reported on allegations of sexual harassment and assault made by current and former House of Cards employees against Spacey. After the report was published, Netflix said it would not be involved with the show if Spacey had any part in its future. MRC suspended Spacey pending its investigation. Sources close to the production told CNN Money earlier this month that it is unlikely that the show will be canceled and that writers are discussing how to rewrite the show without its biggest star. Hard to imagine.
Should be interesting.
Killing the show could wipe out more than 2,000 jobs and hurt Baltimore, where the show has been filmed for the past 5 seasons.
Yeah,
wow.
we need our film and TV industry
Definitely.
here. We had a heyday of it with Homicide and The Wire.
Yep.
And, we had
these
guys in Veep for a while, but it's going to it affects all of us here. It affects our whole economy.
Yeah. So speaking of Baltimore's economy, Carroll County school officials are limiting field trips to Baltimore City due to safety concerns stemming from recent violence, according to officials. The Carroll County school system said it plans to review all student field trips to Baltimore City on a case-by-case basis from now until the beginning of the next semester in January 2018, according to WBAL. Officials said the decision was made on recommendation of Carroll County Sheriff Jim DeWeese out of the concerns of parents who were worried about student safety amid escalating violence in Baltimore City. A response from the Carroll County Sheriff's Office stated, quote, "In light of recent violence in the traditional tourist areas of the city, the sheriff agrees that the best course of action is to temporarily suspend travel to Baltimore City venues. This recommendation is expected to be reevaluated early next year." School system officials said field trips that have already been planned to the city will remain scheduled as long as they are determined to be safe for students. Wow.
Yeah, this is a huge shame.
Yeah.
I mean, we already have an image problem. We clearly have an image problem. If this spreads, if everyone stops coming to Baltimore for field trips, it's a whole lot of students, not at our science center, not at our museums, not at our theaters. And that, again, is affecting our businesses. It affects them because they're missing out on some great learning opportunities.
It'll affect our cultural institutions.
Yeah, I mean, it's the whole trickle-down thing, and we have a massive image problem in the city, and we really need to fix it now.
Maybe some of it because of the wire homicide.
some of that, but I went to the game last night, the Ravens game, and downtown was dead. It's a Monday night game. Our city needs to represent. It should have been a huge party scene down there. We were on national TV for that event, and it was pretty empty down there, and it could be because of this image thing, or who knows, but we need to fix this.
Yeah, I never dreamed a neighboring county would ever
ban Baltimore City.
It's hard to believe.
It's horrible. So if you're just joining us, this is Jmore's Need to Know on Facebook Live. Ask us whatever you like in the comments below. Like, comment, and share at #Jmore Need to Know. Now we've got a couple local political items.
Yeah, this is an interesting piece about Baltimore City Councilman Yitzi Schleifer. This came from the Baltimore Brew. Last week, the councilman told the Baltimore Brew and other news organizations that he had nothing to do with the use of Pimlico Video Lottery terminal money to buy a Chevy Tahoe command vehicle for Baltimore Shomrim, which is a private Jewish neighborhood watch group.
Okay.
The purchase caused an uproar on the internet and on November 27th at City Hall. In a second Brew interview, Schleifer said the award had, quote, predated his coming into office and was engineered by his predecessor, retired 5th District Councilwoman Rochelle Ricky Spector. Councilwoman Spector denies this.
Right.
Quote, "This was from 3-4 years ago," Schleifer said. "I met with community leaders after taking office last December and asked them what's outstanding and try to work through them. My main knowledge of the vehicle is not as a councilman, but as a community leader." But on November 27th, following a public information request by the Brew, the mayor's office released a March 6, 2017 letter from Schleifer directly asking Mayor Catherine Pugh to redirect $100,000 of Pimlico slots money, quote, toward purchasing an emergency patrol vehicle for Shomrim of Baltimore. This command vehicle, whose black and blue color scheme and logo closely resemble that of the Baltimore City Police Department, was purchased at $49,898. Mayor Pugh then, quote, gifted the mobile command center at a November 11th fundraising event at the Shomrei Amuna Banquet Hall. It is the only vehicle of its kind in Baltimore and will go to support a 40-odd member group of volunteers who have no formal police training and will use the vehicle on emergency calls they receive in a limited zone of the far northwest. The group says it fields about 4 or 5 calls a day. Okay. So it'll be interesting to see how this pans out.
It is, but so for those of us who don't know fully, the Shomrim is operating independently.
Yes. It's a volunteer organization. It's a neighborhood watch organization, and they do some good work out there, and they try to keep the neighborhood safe.
Okay, but do they tend to be slightly vigilante?
Well, it's hard to just generalize. I mean, some people might be a little more gung ho than others.
Okay,
but some of them are just people who are concerned about the neighborhood. There are break-ins. I heard recently there was a carjacking. And someone was hit over the head in that area.
There goes that image thing we're talking about. But
so things do happen, and these guys, they do a good job.
Okay.
The question is, how did this all come to be, and who requested it?
Right, and
it doesn't look good when a politician says one thing and then other things come out. But I'm sure more will be coming out about this.
And how can this stand to affect Schleifer?
Well, I don't think there's anything necessarily unlawful here. It'll just be
It's just not good.
It doesn't look great. He a lot of people like him. I know him a little bit. I've known him since he was a kid. He's a good guy. It'll be interesting to see how this will affect him election time, but he has a ways to go.
And I think I read that he wanted the remaining 50,000 to go to an ambulance.
Yeah, Hatsala, which is a local neighborhood run. Actually, it's in many cities. It's in New York and other cities, but we have a Baltimore branch of it too, and it's an ambulance group.
Okay. Yeah, I think my cousin actually worked with them in New York. Okay, so one more political story.
Yes, Bernie, he's back. Former Democratic presidential candidate Bernie Sanders is coming back to Baltimore next week to campaign for Ben Jealous and push his mission of universal health care, according to Baltimore Fishbowl, our partner. Sanders and Jealous will hold a rally together on December 6th at Notre Dame University, Maryland, in North Baltimore. The theme is Medicare for All, a plan that both the Vermont senator and the former NAACP president have pitched for their respective national and statewide audiences. Jealous, who's running for governor as a progressive Democrat, has made statewide Medicare a top priority in his platform. Quote, as healthcare premiums continue to rise and burden families and small businesses, Maryland cannot afford to leave our healthcare in the hands of extremist Republicans in Washington, or with a governor who believes his chances of re-election are better if he simply pretends the problem doesn't exist, he said in a statement. Jealous's campaign has aligned closely with Sanders, an independent who made a solid run for president 2 years ago while challenging Hillary Clinton for the Democratic nomination.
We all remember that.
Yes. Sanders officially endorsed Jealous in July, showing up with the civil rights leader and tech investor at a rally in Silver Spring.
So I'm super tentative these days to hitch my wagon to anybody because who knows what's going to come out about everyone. Who knows when, whatever. So I'm just, staying separate. But I am a very big fan of Ben Jealous's, and I've heard him speak a few times. I think he's very brilliant. I like him. So
Okay.
Let's do one happy Israeli news item before we get out of here.
All right. Well, 3 Israeli universities were ranked in the top 100 of the most innovative universities in the world, according to Reuters. Hebrew University came in 82, climbing 12 spots from the previous year. Tel Aviv University was ranked 88, and the Technion, Israel Institute of Technology, was 89. Not bad.
Awesome.
The Reuters analysis identifies the educational institutions doing the most advanced science, invent new technologies, and power new markets and industries. The ranking is based on a number of indicators, including patent filings and research paper citations. Reuters cited the Hebrew University's technology transfer company, Yisum Research Development Company, as bringing students and researchers' technologies and discoveries to market, with 10,000 registered patents covering 2,800 inventions, more than 900 licensed technologies, and the launch of 125 startups.
That is so impressive. That's really cool.
Stanford University came in first for the 3rd year in a row. MIT was ranked 2nd, and Harvard University 3rd.
I had no idea that Stanford was beating MIT all this time.
Yeah.
I just would have assumed MIT.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Overall, the top 100 consists of 51 universities based in North America, 26 in Europe, and 20 in Asia, and 3 in the Middle East. The question is, where is UMBC on this list? Our alma mater.
UMBC is participating in Giving Tuesday, by the way, just putting that out there.
God bless them.
But it does make you look at that list and say, oh, so that's where the next world power and world economies will be.
Definitely.
If they're ahead of the game, they're going to succeed. They're going to win.
Yep.
All right, let's go to today's J phrase.
J phrase of the day. The phrase is a Hebrew one, Sheket b'vakasha.
Sheket b'vakasha.
Glenn, you know what that means?
No, not
You're making too much noise, Glenn.
It means quiet, please.
Oh, okay.
Although people usually just say sheket, not
Sheket.
b'vakasha.
Sheket
Anyway,
b'vakasha.
its usage. Everyone, it's nap time. Sheket b'vakasha.
Dear City, Sheket b'vakasha and fix this problem now.
Yeah.
That's going to be it for us today. Remember to join us here Tuesdays at 12:30 for your Need to Know News Roundup. Don't forget to comment, like, share, and follow at #Jmore Need to Know. Go to jmoreliving.com for more news updates. Give a lot. It's Giving Tuesday.
Yeah.
And
Give away.
have a great week.
Have a good one.